Hey unknowns, thanks for picking We Are Presenting We Are the Unknowns, the official broadcast of We Are Presenting. The point of the show is to discuss life as an unknown person or somebody who's not a celebrity. Try to express our view and to share it what it's like being a unknown. Now, there's going to be some rules in this broadcast. Rule number 1, do not use bad words. Rule number 2, be respectful for others. Try to not bash about them. The exception to this is Boogie2988, Wings of Redemption, Dark Side Phil, together known as the Holy Trilogy of S streamers. Rule number 3, do not make controversial statement that will get the show being canceled. Rule number 4, do not accuse. You don't speak for anybody but for yourself. Do not make assumptions that may or may not be true. And rule number 5, do not generalize. Try to say some, few. Do not say all. Now, for the viewers, if you have any question about We Are the Unknowns, or you want to talk to us through email, you can use this email, wearepresenting@yahoo.com. Alright, with that, we begin with We're the Unknowns. Now, joining with me is Rus R, what's up? And
bigdogok.
And let's have a good conversation. Alright, I guess since this is the first episode, I guess maybe the big thing we could talk about is how the YouTube channel was first started.
When did Tony will be more suited to talk about this one if he's around?
Okay, but maybe I could talk about the struggle of running the YouTube channel.
If you want, go ahead.
Alright. Yeah, since this is the first episode, I want to talk about the struggle of making Rare Presenting. Because after all, when I agree with Rus R and Tony Lay on the project of Rare Presenting, I agree on the big condition that this will help my company, our studios, to maybe even have recognition. I was hoping to maybe build an audience and all of that. But this is still the beginning. This is, we still haven't, grow into an actual studio. I still don't have any real employees yet. But still, it's been a big struggle since running the YouTube channel,
How so?
Well, the big thing is having a lack of actors, not having a lot of people agreeing to help me with it. The one thing I learned from running that YouTube channel is people are afraid to say no. They will say yes first until when the time comes, they will make excuses. And they will continue to make excuses. I'm starting to realize that, I don't mind honesty. Like, if you don't want to do it, just tell me, I'm not gonna bursts out. I'm not gonna cry over it. Yeah, I could be very understanding, or I think I could be understanding, but I kind of wish, I had a lot of support,
Well, I mean, bro, that's just how life is. I mean, I do not know what to say on that, to be honest.
Now I can give my point of view as one of the actors.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard. Sometimes you're ready to film, and the next thing you know, you're down, like, in bed with a cold that popped up out of nowhere. That happened at least twice to me so far. So I'm ready to film, and then I'm in bed sick. I'm like, oh man, where did this cold come from? Yeah, but trying to act is never an easy job.
Yeah. When I agreed to this project, I didn't even want to be an actor to begin with. I just helped fill the void because so many people just back off. Like somebody gotta help run the YouTube channel.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, you gotta act, run the script, run the cameras.
You do the editing too.
Yeah. And it's not fun. I mean, it could be fun. But
it'd be fun. All you gotta do is put on some funny music and be like, okay, let's get started.
But when things doesn't goes well, especially with technical difficulties, it just get hard, And I'm trying to do my best too to make it good. And sometimes I don't feel like it's good enough. But a lot of people just don't want to either retake it or think it's fine enough. It's fine enough. You don't have to do this Hollywood style,
Well, it's true. I'm sorry, bro, but I know you're a perfectionist, bro, but I don't think we need high production stuff. I'll be honest with you. It's like I like having fun when when I direct and when I act, but I don't think it need to be 100%. There's so many videos where you were like, no, not good enough. Third take, fourth take. I'm like, bro, I think it's good enough, honestly. And you're like, no.
I think that one should be more of a majority rules on that one, because sometimes some takes where you think it's not good enough, I think we could have done better too sometimes.
Yeah.
It's more like, it's more like there's like someone's laughing when there shouldn't be, or someone forgot what they were going to say.
Agreed.
And then we end up with a whole new different script.
Yeah.
Which is not bad, but sometimes we just want what we practice first.
Well, it's just for me. I just thought that you had the power of editing to edit out a lot of the ums or the like.
Yeah, but you really have to think about it. With Russell here, he has to edit hours of video of us messing up, and then if we can, sometimes just get it right, it helps him, save time and makes it easier on him.
You mentioned time, and that's also one big thing too. Is that I got a full-time job, and I don't have all the time in the world.
Yeah, how do you run this channel with a full-time job? That should be the main question.
And plus, I'm trying to make the second video game of our studios, and hopefully the actual puppet shit,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you are making that video game. Oh yeah.
I'm helping with that one. That'll be B-Dog's okay section. It's coming along, but I had to take a month off due to personal reasons. I went crazy and decided to redecorate my whole house. It still wasn't worth it.
well, still.
But hopefully we get the game out and all our little unknowns can enjoy it.
Mm-hmm. And plus, hoping we get the new podcast going, get my brother's show going, we still got the real BS show going, trying to get a lot of things.
What's Wizard Eye show?
Oh, I'm Wizard. It's basically me doing unboxings, showing stuff to the camera of stuff I order online or on the store.
Ooh, are you gonna wear a funny mask or like a mustache or something?
No, not at all. I wish I saw the.
No, I'm messing with you on that part, but
Hey, remember I'm playing Chester and you actual dress having a Chester hat?
Oh, you mean the intro? Yeah. I got that laugh from Tony Hawk Underground 2, where the Chester. No, it was like a special move, and it's like the player character jogs while they do like a rail. No,
yeah,
it was a manual.
Yeah, but you don't sound like him at all.
it was his personal, take on it. It's not you don't want to sound 100% like him, because then when you do it, you get enough fans, and then someone will be like, you just copyright from that person, and next thing you know, you got a big old headache on your hands.
And who knows? Maybe if he had perfected it, maybe there will be a copyright claim.
Actually, the truth was I was trying to 100% copy it, but I just not that good at it. But yeah, I did have my own spin to it, though.
Yeah, it's always that. It's always best when you want to do stuff, put your own little spin to it. I mean, we made GoldenEye for school last year. My last year school project. So we put our own little spin. We added our own little levels. We added what we want to them. And it came out pretty good. It's always the person that makes stuff where you have to add your own little spin to, so that way you can enjoy what you're doing at least. That's what I always feel. You got to at least enjoy what you're doing, because if you're not enjoying what you're doing, I mean, you're doing something wrong. No offense.
I guess so.
Maybe you enjoy making videos. Hey, that's good. You enjoy making your videos. Your fans will make sure, they love you back for it.
Yeah, and speaking of fans, I just feel so grateful to at least have some people watching We're BS. Like,
yeah.
And even if you only have one person watching that, I will try my best to entertain that one person.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of my fault. I'm in some of these videos, and I still haven't even seen them half the time because I'm just too busy. I'm sorry about that.
It's fine. I don't want to force people to say, hey, I made this video. Go watch it for me, please.
Yeah, I love watching your guys' videos. It's just, sometimes I forget.
Yeah.
Hey, some days I wake up at 5 in the morning, got to make mom breakfast, get up, take a shower and all that, and I gotta go nowhere, so I still have to get up every day at 6 in the morning, make mom breakfast, then take out meat for dinner, and clean the house and do other stuff whatever has to do that day. So by the time I get a chance to myself, I'm like, was there something I was supposed to... yesterday, I went from my living room to my fridge, then walked back and be like, what was I doing? Like, I'm getting to that point where I'm just forgetting. And it's a short walk to my living room to my fridge. I'm getting to that point where I'm just like, wait, what was I doing?
Yeah.
The older you get, it's like you gotta keep yourself sharp.
Oh yeah, so true. It's funny. It's like like a hill of when you're starting to get good at remembering stuff, and then it just somehow, even if you didn't hit that peak, it's just going declining and remembering stuff. It's like,
it's terrible because I can remember people when I was like 4-year-old that owes me money, but I couldn't remember what I wanted from the fridge after getting up and going to it in the living room yesterday.
Yeah, agree. These kind of experiences, it amazes me. It's the human mind, how it works, But
you know, we should work on like maybe a shirt or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, have you ever thought of having an artist to help us out with shirt design?
Well,
I just figured since we're breaking stereotype, we could just have, you know, something simple.
Yeah.
I mean, because if we're gonna, you know, make shirts and things like that, making it all like, all high end and all that's like, that's not breaking stereotype. Breaking stereotype is having a shirt that just says, you know, BS, and then, you know, with a little what's those codes that you scan? Those barcodes or something.
QR codes?
Yeah, well, QR code, be like, you know. Because that's breaking stereotype. It's like, all it says is the name, BS, and it's like, wait, there's QR code. I wonder what's this shirt about.
yeah, you know what would be a good shirt design?
What is it?
Nothing.
Oh, wait. Or just one big QR code on it. It's nothing but QR code. So you just walk around with a big old QR code. Like what? I mean, and everyone's just scanning the shirts, like, you know. Like, so what's the shirt? You know. that'd be a really breaking stereotype shirt.
Yeah.
It's a big old giant QR code.
That's not bad. Maybe if we could pull it off one day.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
If we, ever decided,
If
Yeah.
we ever do, but it's something we gotta look at the future when we get, more people and, more people that want, either merchandise or something. Because, I mean, if you make a game, they're gonna want, I hate to say it.
Oh yeah, one big question I do have myself. We are the unknowns, meaning that not a lot of people know who we are. We're not mainstream streamers or influencers or personalities.
YouTubers.
Yeah. But once we get big, is it right to still call ourselves the unknowns?
Then we just change it to low life.
Well, actually, here's I used to watch this guy. He's a YouTuber. He used to make science experiments.
Mm-hmm.
As he got more and more popular, he actually disappeared.
Is it Vsauce or something?
No. He disappeared and let other people that weren't known on his channel do his experiments while he did the other stuff behind the scenes.
Oh, okay.
So even if we get big like him, I think, we could still be the unknown, because then we could probably find some people that are not known as well as us to help bring back that classic unknown feeling.
Tony.
And sympathy.
Tony say this expression, I'm presenting for the unknowns.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could, try to present the unknowns.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we get big like that, we could do that. Have people who are like unknown with ideas that we probably never even thought of.
Yeah. That's not bad.
I mean, this is supposed to be a company, so, it could be the unknown company. Wait, no, that doesn't sound right. I'll think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of it, we're at California right now. How do you guys feel about the trip so far?
It's been very good. I'm very grateful for you guys for bringing me along.
Yep.
But I just wish it rained a little less when we got here.
Oh, yeah.
I just wish the plane ride was like
more comfortable.
Rainbows and unicorns, if you know what I mean.
Man, my backside still hurt. I'm gonna make sure when we leave, I bring a pillow, cause those seats were not kind to me.
I do believe you. Yeah. But yeah, I've been enjoying so far. I actually like that big slope. That
That was terrible. No offense.
No, I'm not offended.
That slope, going down that slope while it's raining at the angle it is, you could literally slip and it'd be like a slip and slide. You mess your whole body up if you slip when it's raining.
Oh no! Imagine it was snowing. We could get a sled and it would go.
I said it. If it was snowing, you could go on top of that hill, man. By the time you reach the bottom, you're going like at least 4 blocks down. Because
right.
that hill is continuous on a slope for like at least 3 blocks.
I'm just surprised no cars like trying to get up and couldn't. It's just.
I feel bad if you have an electric car and like you get stuck halfway. It's like, I'm trying to reach the charger station, but I don't have enough juice to make it up.
Oh, that's silly.
Because those smart cars take advantage of how many miles you can go, but I don't know if they take advantage of how the incline, because certain incline causes more energy to go through.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, I'll be prepared for that. Mr. Lay, Tony, trained me to be, prepared for any type of weather, which is crazy though. Because let me tell you, when we did ran, it was like what 13 degree. That was horrible.
Hey, but don't forget, I did cross country in college, and I went through brutal stuff.
Now, this if you were on this trip, this small little exercise, you'd be like, yeah, it wasn't a good idea, because we had to climb back up the hill.
Yeah,
it was way worse climbing up than it was down.
Of course. It's like when you fall down, you let gravity do the work, but when you go up, gravity is against you.
Yeah, and physics, trust me. If you're like me and you're like maybe 500 pounds and 6 foot tall, going up a steep hill like that, by the time you reach the top, you're going to look like me, bending my knees and shaking like an old man, especially in the rain.
Yeah. I feel you. Well, oh yeah, so what do you think of the burger place we went? Fat Burger.
Actually, I had too much on the condiments. I was like, I mean, the burger was good. It wasn't that bad. I
actually liked the burger.
The burger was good. It's just they put there was so much mayonnaise, mustard. It was over. I mean, I had mayonnaise and mustard just dripping off the burger onto my hands because they put way too much.
I see. Well, for me, I think the burger is great.
Maybe burger was perfect.
Or maybe ultra, actually. But the onion rings was okay. But,
yeah, I didn't like them.
But the French fries was pretty good, actually. I actually enjoyed that one. It wasn't like the best French fries I tasted, but it was like
I saw they had the chicken waffle burger or sandwich.
There was a chicken waffle.
Yeah, they took 2 waffles and threw some fried chicken in between, and then
call it a day for a sandwich. Gotcha.
Yeah. Breakfast sandwich, or I think they serve that for breakfast. Wait, though, the advertising for Tuesdays. I definitely want to go there on Tuesday.
Oh yeah, I seen you buy like 2 original size.
Nah, you buy the original with a meal, you get 1 original burger free.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
So I think the original with the meal was like at least 14. So with another burger, that evens out to 5 a piece for a burger and then 5 for the fries and soda, give or take.
I see.
Which actually that seems a better deal, because the burger are like what, $8? Yeah, they're about $8 the original.
Yeah, I think so. I bought mine. I think 12.
No, yeah, the one I grabbed was the original was about $8. So if you think about it, it saves you a good penny on the Tuesday one.
Yeah.
Do not insult anybody unless you're gonna insult Boogie2988, Wings of Redemption, or Dark Side Phil.
You mean the Holy Trinity of streamers?
Yes.
Can I insult any game I don't like?
Yeah, you could.
Ooh. Nah. That'd be too easy.
Wait, but what when there's a locale that I really want to insult? I love.
No.
What's a locale?
Oh, locale is basically someone that you laugh at, and you milk content. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's not being nice, man.
Yeah, I know, but
That's more like the '90s DX edition of just being not a nice person. Let's put it that way.
But here I look.
well, the people that they usually make fun of are usually terrible people. Like
It still doesn't matter. I mean, people to be really terrible, but they might do really good things. You never know.
that's true.
But I like to look at it this way with locales. Locales helps me feel better. It builds my self-esteem because I'm glad I'm not in their shoes. Like they're not loved and they kept doing bad things. And I just look at myself when I feel down and see it down, feeling down, and it makes me feel up.
I think the better word for me is I feel grateful of what I have compared to those guys. How Darkseid Phil say that how he e-bagged saying that he need money to pay his bills and stuff. Well, I don't have to do that. I just always feel grateful that I'm not in the shoes where he is. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah.
It makes some sense. I mean, you always gotta look at other people's shoes because sometimes some people have it worse than you.
Yeah. I mean, I don't like when they scam other people and then they take the money and don't give nothing back to their community. So, I think for them, they get it what is coming for people to laugh at them when they make a mistake. I know it's not nice, but if I felt like in a way they need to have their upcoming. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Speaking of locales, Keemstar announced a boxing match between Boogie2988 and Wings of Redemption.
Oh yeah. I think Wing of Redemption is gonna win.
I agree.
Cause isn't he the one that have like actual training?
Yeah, training with Kyle.
Yeah. What was his name? PSS Russia.
Yeah.
From Painkiller already.
Yeah.
I think the other guy might win.
Boogie2988.
Right? You never know. Just because you have training, you never know. The person that you think might be the best might have some difficulties, and it might show. It might just show itself.
Yeah, but Boogie2988 tried to exercise, and he didn't even exercise the
He wasn't fully committed with when he was doing his reps and stuff.
Unlike Wings of Redemption,
where he actually finished his reps.
Hey, you never know. Things may surprise you.
You know what? You're right, and that's like one of the big rules that we should not do, and is accuse.
Yeah, isn't that rule number 2? You said.
Actually, my family motto is do not assume anything.
Yeah.
Because when you assume, you're just making a donkey out of yourself.
You think that's what Tony does when he put on bets?
Well, maybe Tony looks at it from a different way. I mean, Tony wins sometimes and Tony loses sometimes, and I think Tony tries to grab all the facts he can before he places bets.
Oh yeah, well he does have his bias sometimes.
Well, I mean, sometimes your bias is right, sometimes your bias is wrong.
Yeah. Sometimes 1 + 1 = 3.
Actually, 1 + 1 is actually 4.
Yeah. Like trying to start a family with your wife, and you're hoping 1 + 1 = 2, and end up having twins, so it equals to 4.
Nah, I was thinking once you start a family, you got your wife, then you got her mom, and then her dad. That equals 4.
That's a good one.
Wait, no, it's actually 6, because then you have your parents too. The mystery of life.
Yep.
Join us next time where we'll try to say penguin right or wrong. Who knows? You know, we should just do a series of us trying to say the words as terrible as possible and see if people can guess what we're trying to say.
Oh man, I felt like there were plenty of words. I used to remember thinking.
What about the word dialect?
You want the what?
Dialect.
Dialect or dialect?
It sounds so wrong.
That's what I'm hearing. So I'm just trying to confirm if my ears are hearing it wrong or am I, not fully awake yet.
Oh, well, I'm trying to say dialogue.
Dialogue?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm hearing dialect. I'm like, wait,
yeah,
what?
I'm pronouncing it different. You said, trying to guess what I'm trying to say, right?
Yeah.
Tomato, tomato.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're probably going to need a dictionary if we do this.
Yeah, man, I'm like thinking 30.
We're going to need a dictionary because we're like, can you define the word that you're thinking? Like, yes, it's red, it's round. Oh, apple. Because I mean, you weren't saying A, you were saying something. Like a pineapple.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, you mean pineapple? No. A pineapple. It's round. It's red.
Anything else?
Well, let me think. Taylor.
Taylor?
Yeah, Taylor.
Taylor who? Taylor Swift? Taylor...
No, I'm trying to say trailer, but I'm saying Taylor.
Oh.
You mean Tyler?
Oh, well, Tyler. That's a... Oh, yeah.
See, this is where it's going to get confusing because some words you can get like 5 out of. Oh, man. This is funny.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just need a good laugh, though.
Yeah. Whew. Like, man, let me just say, when I was working, I was feeling like stress, but at the same time, I didn't want the people to know that I was so stressed. Like I'm trying to make that that wearing a mask that makes you look happy, but inside of that mask you're really feeling down,
Well,
you're basically saying that you're trying to create an illusion where nothing is wrong.
Yeah.
As someone who wore masks for plenty of years, it's not healthy. So if you ever need, someone to talk to, I'm here for you.
Yeah. Thanks.
As an ordained priest or as third party, third world country mental counselor.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Well,
because I have plenty of therapy sessions by now, and sometimes I give out better advice than they do. Sometimes.
I've always wondered, do therapy really works?
Yes, it really does. I recommend it.
Oh.
You get certain things off your chest that bothers you, and you realize you haven't really realized it bothers you. I mean, tomorrow I'm gonna have to have my therapy session with my therapist, and she usually go over how's your anger this week, what's bothering you, have you noticed what's been triggering you, what's been stressing you out, why it's probably stressing you out, how can you help release the stress.
I remember knowing. I know somebody who went to therapy, and she says therapy barely works.
It barely works for. I would say like this. It's different for everyone, but if you really put your heart into it and find a good therapist, it helps.
I believe you.
Usually, I'm always angry.
I'm not always that angry.
Oh yeah, I'm a very angry man. Trust me. I may be nice and sweet, but you guys never seen my bad side.
Yeah, I was saying I want to.
Yeah, I remember back in high school, I used to throw chairs at people, try to hit them with a shovel.
I don't recall that. Hitting someone with a shovel?
I done a lot of stuff over the years. It was a lot, mostly angry events. You know, I was full of anger.
Interesting.
Now, I never hit my targets, but, you know, it was just, you know, angry moments or angry outbursts that I just couldn't hold my anger no more, and I got tired of it.
Oh.
You know, people once someone gets tired of something, you know, they make the worst decisions ever. And if you want to make sure you take care of yourself before you get to that point.
Yeah. I'm sorry for the young. I'm still sleepy.
Yeah, it's like 7 o'clock, but usually it's like 9 o'clock where we're from.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's weird. We de-aged by 2 hours.
I don't know about de-aging, but I know what you mean.
I wish we de-aged, because then shoot, man. I'd love to see a 2 hour younger me.
Yeah.
Be like, in 2 hours, you're going to hit your head, so take some Tylenol now. Wait, that's time travel. My bad. It doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
Oh, I actually thought that was a good idea until I realized that's actually time travel.
Yeah, we're talking about de-aging.
Yeah, de-aging. Well, no, that does work, because, you know, if you think about you de-age, you know, you hit your head, you're going to hit your head 2 hours later, so you know to prepare yourself.
Yeah, you may de-age the past self, but you didn't age your current self.
Yeah, true. That is a good one. Like, what is de-aging? Is it de-aging your body or your mind?
That's a good one.
Oh man, I was about to say putting beauty on, makeup, putting on maybe some Botox, and dyeing your hair to avoid gray.
I would say I'd rather have the de-aging of my mind than my body.
I would love to be 6 years old again.
You know what age I'd love to be?
What?
Shoot, I have to think, because, I mean, all the years I live here, like, I have bad luck. Let's see, it can't be when I was young, because I was really sick.
Mm-hmm.
Middle school was terrible. High school, probably. Maybe second year of high school. That's where things went up, and then after high school, everything just went right back down.
I see. Well, for me, I mean, for me, it's not about going back to how old I am. It's more like I want to go back to an era. You know, as an adult, I want to live through the Nintendo 64 era. Like, you know, full-grown adult me. Like, I want to witness that. Instead of a young kid like me, I wanted to go back to an era where I'm old. And I want to witness that.
That kind of sounds sad. I hate to burst your bubble, but if you want to live through that era as an old person, you didn't live long.
Well, I mean,
I hate to say it, medicine back then wasn't that good.
I know what you mean.
I mean, I'm older than you guys, so you have to take my word for it. Like, when I was born, doctor said, hey, he only gonna live a year. Don't bother giving him love.
That sounds sad.
And this is actually a true story. I was given, after I was born, a year to live.
Wow.
And here we are about 30 years later.
Glad you did it.
Oh, what do you expect? I died multiple times, but shoot, ain't my time yet. Almost died multiple times. Oof. I can still see that something lurking, and it's when you see the almighty person that's gonna come for you, he's not what you think. And sometimes he comes to let you know someone's passed, and when you see him when someone's passed, he is a very kind person. My mother saw him, and he was very kind, and he smiled, and she knew the person who passed just by seeing him. Sometimes there are things out there you can't explain, and sometimes it's like you don't want to mess with it. Even though you can't see it, can't touch it, it's a good idea not to sometimes mess with it.
Yeah.
Like the expression, don't poke the bear. Or where do you get that expression anyway? Don't poke the bear.
I do not know. I'll be honest.
Maybe it's as old as time.
Maybe someone went in the cave and poked the bear.
Right? Obviously.
Went to go mess with a bear, but like, well, now we know. Yeah, that dude trying to poke that bear. Hey, you know what? We should start using that. Don't poke the bear. You end up like that last dude.
No, duh. Yeah.
You guys want to hear a good joke?
Sure, let's hear one.
Why did the boy push his mother to the stairs?
Sound very cruel.
I mean, everything I think of is offensive. I hate to say it. I mean, my mind is like not fully working on 100% power.
Is it to fix her back?
The answer is because he wanted a stepmom.
I was thinking seesaw.
No.
Well,
Nah.
no.
It's a good one, but no, that
Alright, how about this one? Where does a polar bear deposit their money?
Polar Express.
No.
A snowbank.
Exactly. That was corny, but I love corny jokes.
Me too.
I have to think because most of my jokes are always inappropriate. Sorry. Okay, why can't a bike stand up on its own?
Because it will constantly fall.
No, because it was too tired.
Yeah, exactly. It was too tired.
I made that joke before too in the episode, the bike falling story. I shouldn't have had known.
You see, it's always the classic jokes that sometimes you heard them plenty of times, but then when you hear them again, you're like, wait, I should have known this one.
God, I made that joke in the episode.
Oh, I got another one. All right. Little Johnny was at school.
Yeah.
The teacher said, if you think you're stupid, stand up. Little Johnny stands up. The teacher asked, are you stupid? He said, no. Then she asked him, why you stand up? He said, well, I hate to see you standing there all by yourself.
Okay, that was funny.
Oh, that's a good one.
It was. She didn't realize she was already standing.
That's good.
That's a classic one. Mm-hmm. Oh, man. So, we're doing a podcast. We're at...
We're presenting?
No, we're at, not what we're presenting.
California.
Yeah, we're still in California. So, what are your plans for the rest of the week?
To go Super Nintendo World.
And what do you hope to find?
Luigi!
Mario!
Something good to eat.
I see.
Or maybe some long pants, because all I packed was shorts. It was cold today.
Hey, people accuse going to California is going to be super warm.
Well, I'm a big person, so trying to pack some jogging pants with my clothes size. I mean, come on. You saw the shirt I gave your brother, right?
Yeah.
That was one shirt. Yeah, that was a huge shirt.
That looked like a towel.
Well, that was a shirt.
Yeah.
It was just rolled up military style. It barely fit in the pocket that I had it. Remember? You had a hard time pulling that out the pocket. It's like it didn't want to come out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always wear my clothes big because, I mean, shoot, I catch fire sometimes.
Ah.
I see.
Plus, I don't like how tight clothes fit. I mean, it don't feel right, you know? I know I'm overweight, but I don't want to look like that person that's wearing that tight shirt and then you can see my fat rolls, and it doesn't look right in public.
I like to wear my pants big. Makes me feel big.
Now, there's certain things I don't mind wearing tight if no one's going to see it, you know, because you know how it is. Nowadays, people are not that respectful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I don't want to give them just something that, you know, to just go after me for. What's a weird accent or something?
Mm-hmm.
Espanol?
Nah, I really don't like Spanish. So
We're
I
all
would
Spanish.
we're all Spanish, but like some people don't like the language. And
Well,
I'm one of them.
well, yo hablo español mucho, pero yo necesito practicar más y inglés es más fácil para mí.
I had no clue what you said, man.
He basically saying that he know a lot of.
I'm joking. I know what he said.
Oh, okay.
I can understand it. I just don't like to speak it through to the problem I have with speech.
Yeah.
You know, but some people, like you said, some people like to tease people, so I got teased a lot speaking when I was trying to speak it. So I grew to hate it.
That makes sense.
There's nothing against the people who are Spanish, I just don't like to talk to them. And you know, when you're talking to family who are Spanish and they decide to make fun of you, it's like, why would I want to keep talking to them in this language?
Man, growing up, I barely speak. I didn't even know barely English and Spanish.
Growing up, I didn't speak till I was like maybe 5.
Yeah, I probably didn't even speak until I was 5. I was mainly dribbling, trying to say words.
Now, potty training, that was a whole other story.
Yeah.
I was like 6 months where I threw out the diaper and told my mom no.
No?
Walking. My mom regrets when I took my first steps. It wasn't that I took my first step, it was just the location.
Oh. Was it in a silly location?
It was a drug set.
Maybe I will edit that out. Okay.
Well, let's be honest, where we're from, there's plenty of those around. Hate to say it. Back when we were growing up, there was a lot of them around.
Yeah.
But yeah, hey, make sure you don't do drugs. And me personally, I would also love to say, don't drink alcohol and don't smoke.
Oh no, I wasn't there. We wasn't there for the drugs. We were there for me to get a haircut. The barbershop was on the corner. It's just nowadays. It's just hard to find good places to get your hair cut.
Yeah.
I mean, what's wrong having like long hair? Like,
have you tried to put your hands through my hair?
should I?
Sure, go ahead.
Oh, look nice. I mean, feel nice. Like
yeah, but when it gets longer, when you go like this, your hand will get stuck. Literally.
I see.
I have like that sheep hair. It's nice when it's short, but once it gets long enough, you're like this. You're pulling my hair.
It's like a
It's like sheep hair.
Okay.
I call it sheep hair because you think about it, when sheep hair is like really short, you can go like this. It feels nice.
Yeah.
But then when it gets to the point where you need to cut it, it's like your hand gets stuck.
Okay.
Or they call it devil curly hair.
I see. Steel wood, let me guess. Like, just like sharp.
Well, my mom used to hate brushing my hair when it was long because she'll brush my hair, then she'll try to run her hands through like a minute later, and her hands will get stuck again.
Yeah.
Well, I'm tired. I'm probably gonna head to bed.
Alright then, I guess
That's our hour podcast? We're making this an hour podcast, or?
yeah, it's gonna be an hour podcast. Hopefully an hour through an hour 30 minutes.
Well, I think we're a little under an hour, but
We could still at least found maybe 2 more topics to talk about.
Okay, sure. What's the topic you got in mind?
Sleep habits. Like, I always think it's important to go to sleep. And one of the things that I try not to do when making YouTube videos or other projects.
Well, look like I got a text. What's this? Who texted me? Oh, okay. I see. No, never mind.
I guess let me start. sleep habits. I really think they're important. And to me, I'm not gonna be that guy where trying to sacrifice sleep when trying to make room for videos or other project. And I'm not gonna sacrifice that. But yeah, I just can't help it at times either, where if I need to make a 30 minutes worth of my time to do something, I will. Huh?
I do not know what's going on.
I don't know. Someone's yelling down the hallway.
So are they saying F you?
I thought he was saying. I think she was calling someone.
Oh, okay.
So,
Well, I knew they said the word F.
no, dogs.
Oh.
I think someone's arguing with someone. Well, as you guys know, my sleep habit during college was really bad. So I try to at least get my 8 hours of sleep. My daily routine is, if I don't get enough, even if I do or do not get enough sleep, I don't start cleaning or anything until after 12.
For me, I used to sleep around 9 p.m. But then, when I had that job as a security officer, my sleep pattern went messed up because I became a night guard, and it was like almost impossible to sleep during the morning. Actually, I never got used to it. Not at all. I mean, it was tough because I was fine with the light, like my room being bright. I had no problem with it, but the problem is the noise from my family to the neighbors. Nobody knew when to leave me.
That's one thing. I mean, when I was in college, I used to be up to maybe 5 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll have to go help mom at work, make her breakfast. We got back at 5. And it's where people still wants to be noisy, but I'd learned to put some headphones on or some earplugs.
I always say sleep is important because if you don't get your sleep, you're not gonna have the energy the next day or the next time you're trying to do something.
Yeah.
Yeah, sleep is always important, but I recommend naps. But you gotta make sure they're short naps.
Yeah, naps are also important. It's like charging a phone, a phone tells you when it's fully charged, or you're trying to not make it as low as it is.
One place I want to go visit?
What?
Japan.
Oh, same here. I always wanted to visit Japan.
It's really just the vending machines they got there.
I see. These interesting vending machines, right?
I mean, I watched a video where a vending machine, someone got hot coffee in a can from a vending machine.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
I mean, I would love to try that. I mean, going up to a vending machine here, you pick a can of coffee from Dunkin' Donuts or wherever, and it's cold, and it's over there you go get a nice hot one.
Yeah.
I mean, shoot, why can't we have some good vending machines here?
Right. Definitely need some good ones out here.
You know what? What show are you guys looking forward to this year? This spring?
Well, I don't really watch shows. I mean, because I don't got cable, and the only thing I watch that's out whenever it's new episode is My Hero Academia. So
that's still a show. I mean,
yeah, but I guess My Hero Academia just really.
If it even coming out in the spring.
No, you guys looking at me? Oh, let me think. In the spring, right?
Well, in the next few months. It's almost already spring.
not really sure, to be honest. Actually, more for me, I'm mostly looking forward to some of the games that I brought and I want to play, try out.
Ah.
I'll accept games too. I mean, upcoming games sounds good.
Yeah, I heard there's going to be new DLC in Pokemon, so...
Yeah.
I hear they're working on probably, I think, Injustice 3. I'm not sure if that's true or not.
Ah.
Injustice is, I think, DC characters.
Yeah, fighting, yeah.
I always say it's Mortal Kombat. To me, Injustice is just Mortal Kombat.
No, Injustice is like Mortal Kombat, but you have to separate the two because they have nothing to do with each other.
But you had that crossover. Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe.
Yeah, but that was just to get people, interested. I mean, come on, they already put all the villains from Freddy Krueger and Jason into Mortal Kombat. At that point, they figured out just go in for DC Universe just to make it more interesting.
Yeah.
They're just at this point. I think Mortal Kombat has seen better days because it's like they're running out of ideas. You really look at it.
Yeah.
True.
It's been around a while. I mean, I remember Mortal Kombat when I first saw it. It was an arcade game.
Yep, I agree.
And if for some people don't know what's an arcade game, you should go look it up. A Mortal Kombat arcade game is a little stick with maybe 2 buttons. That's it.
Was it 2 buttons?
I'm pretty sure it was just 2 buttons because back then, games back then weren't that good. Look at Pac-Man. Pac-Man was just a stick.
Yeah. Well, they
And
do
the
have
start
the button.
button. But the button was just to hit start or select.
For me, not really too familiar with the original Mortal Kombat arcade. I only remember.
I think the original Mortal Kombat was really Street Fighter, and then they upgraded that to something else.
Okay.
So I think they got their cue from Street Fighter.
I just remember the first Mortal Kombat me and my brother play, and it wasn't even the fighting. It was the side-scroller one. The one with Sub-Zero.
Bro, Mortal Kombat Mythology, Sub-Zero?
Yeah.
I liked it, the chess. I liked it, the one where you could play chess, and then you have to fight people for the spot.
Ah.
I used to always pick the best person for the pawn, so I used to just shadow jump. People used to hate playing with me.
Ah.
Because when you shadow jump, you know how to shadow jump so fast, you don't get them a chance to fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'll say I'm looking for some new anime.
Ah.
Or some anime that hopefully be translated to English.
Mm-hmm.
So I could enjoy them. Because, reading sometimes, have you gotten that old where you're watching an animation and you watched it and then you go back to rewatch it and you realize that thing was in Japanese the whole time? And you thought it was in English?
No.
I always watch it dubbed. Or at least try my best to watch things in dubbed.
No, I like watching sub, so,
but I'm saying, let's say the animation is so good, they never made it in English.
Yeah.
So you have to watch it in the original language.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
And then when watching back,
you realize it was in English.
Yeah, I know that never happened.
Yeah, I can't recall something like that. And that's why I'm saying, I usually watch it in dub, so...
Yeah, but I'm really not that patient of a person. I don't want to sit there and have to wait a week just to watch the new episode in English.
I see.
When I can just
brother
watch
got the
it.
patience for that.
Yeah. You know what? I don't mind because what happens is I'll watch it in the original language. That way I show respect to people who put the work in. And then once it fully comes out in English, watch it in English so I can enjoy it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you know what I just remember? That new Trigon anime. I do wanted to check it out. But
which one?
The one that came out this year.
It's like a pistol thing type of thing.
Yeah. Well, it's like
he's wanted or something.
Yeah, wanted. Yeah.
Oh, I was watching that. That is just crazy.
I love the original.
I was watching Graced by the Gods too. Season 2 came out this year. It's like on this 8 or 7 episode, and I'm watching the original one because I want to see what happens.
Yeah.
I hear Overlord and Reincarnate as a Slime are not going to be any more seasons.
Oh, really?
That's what's going on so far. I'm saying the company started making the movies for it, and they might not make any new seasons.
I see.
They might call it quits.
I know Eddie, he's a big fan of that.
Which one?
Overlord.
Yeah, I know. I want to see the season after he just what happened last.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I didn't look up the book and it ruined the ending for me. I know how it ends, but it's like I would love to see them. The animation change everything at the last minute, because when the artist does the book, they're like, all right, I just want to end this, I'm done.
Yeah.
But then when you realize we're like, hey artist, do you mind we switch this for the ending? We felt your character could have done this.
Yeah.
I said, sure, you guys want to keep going after this is over.
Yeah.
There's some companies that's only makes one anime season and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
They will not make a season 2 ever. Just weird.
Yeah. Alright. I guess we should wrap up this broadcast.
Yep, that is time.
Yep. And hopefully you guys enjoy. And if you have anything else to say, write it in the comment section. And don't forget to subscribe if you want to listen to this more. And if you already are subscribed, just make sure you keep enjoying it.
By the way, bro, before we end this, do we have to make this an hour? Precisely an hour?
No, it doesn't have to be precisely an hour, but I would like to make it an hour.
Alright. Yeah.
He'll chop up into sections.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Because what you do is during the editing, you just be like, this section we talk about this section we talk about that.
Uh-huh.
This section we're just making jokes.
Gotcha.
I've seen a lot of YouTube videos do that now.
Yeah, PKA does that. They chop it into segments.
It's not they chop it up, it's one whole hour, but they still have it they have it they got down to the minute where they talk about what? Like a table of context for the video.
Yeah.
You could jump to that, that part.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean, yeah.
Yeah. I forget what they call it, but
chapters maybe?
No, what they call it for the video.
Okay.
What they do, so you can jump to a certain part of the video.
Yeah.
Alright. Thank you for picking Where Press is Sending. We are the unknowns.
You almost said we're BS.
I actually thought we already ended.
Let me restart. Thank you for picking We Are the Unknowns. And I hope you enjoy it.
Bye!
Yeah.